the Drake May fallout, usually after the Super Bowl, one of the two teams seems to have a little bit of a drop the following season. I'm looking at the Patriots schedule. They got a first-place schedule now. They're going to be on the road. So nobody's going to say they backed in if they make it back to the playoffs and or the Super Bowl. But what concerns would you have with what we saw with sort of Drake May, C.J. Stroud kind of, wait a minute, where did this come from? Concerns going into next season.
Well, I mean, listen, Drake May, you have to see what the next, and you're right to bring up C.J. Stroud, because we saw him have such an excellent rookie year and then struggle for the next couple of years. I still think Drake May will be fine. He's got to hold on to the ball better for sure. Offensive line, remember, he had two rookies at left guard and left tackle. And when Will Campbell came back from injury, he just wasn't the same guy. They have an excellent defense. The defense played well in the Super Bowl without question. And I think there's a reason. I think New England, how they do the too early prediction and the odds for next year's Super Bowl. I think New England was like 10th.
Yeah.
Seattle was first, LA was second, the Rams were second. And I think New England was 10th, and I think a lot of that is they're going to have a much harder schedule this year.
But I was trying to understand what Josh McDaniels was doing or not doing. If I know the left side of my line, Mike, is, porous, why don't I have somebody over there just helping out? If I'm going to throw, let me give Drake May time to throw.
Listen, I agree. I absolutely agree. And quite honestly, the biggest issue I have with the game plan is they didn't run the ball more.
Yeah.
They have a two-headed monster on Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson. They combined ran it 13 times, and this was a 9-0 game at halftime. It's not like New England was out of this game. I'm surprised they abandoned the run. You keep hammer the run. You may gain a yard, 2 yards, 3 yards. Then you pop one for 15. Then you gain a couple. Then you pop one for 20. I was somewhat amazed that they gave up on that when they did, knowing you're going to pass more and then putting your left side of the line, the rookies, on an island, both Jared Wilson and Will Campbell.
I thought New England could steal this when it was only 9-0 and it should have been 21-0, just the way Seattle was playing. And I thought just get something, get some momentum, and they never got any rhythm whatsoever. Now all of a sudden, I mean, when you think about it, Drake May had the most passing yards in one quarter in the history of the Super Bowl and had a bad game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen. At that point, Seattle was giving them everything they could underneath, and they were getting some yards after the catch, and that really padded Drake May's stats. Because neither quarterback was great in this game. I mean, Sam Darnold completed 50% of his passes. At some point in this game, Dan, the New England offense had to be on the sideline in between series going, okay, this Seattle team is showing us things that they hadn't shown. Devin Witherspoon blitzed more times in this game than he did in any game all season. As New England was trying to figure out, not to get too far into the weeds, you send a guy in motion or a back in motion or a receiver in motion to try and figure out, is the defense playing zone or playing man? If a guy follows a guy, it's a lot of times it's man, blah, 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 blah. Well, Seattle would follow a guy, make it look like man, and then play zone. I mean, they just did a great job. Mike McDonald did a great job in disguising defenses, bringing blitzers. I think Devin Witherspoon should have been the MVP. Again, I'm not pounding the table that Walker won it. He had an excellent game, so it's not like I'm losing my mind on it. But I think I would have gone with the defensive player. But New England just had to be sitting on the sidelines going, they're just better than us right now. We need to figure something out. And they never figured anything out.